Welcome to another episode of That Crazy Triangle Guy. Here we are looking at Bitcoin US dollar index on the daily time frame. And I have to ask myself, is Tyler S watching my videos? No, I say that jokingly, but as he just pointed out in his most recent video, Bitcoin has broken back above this trend line of support that it had been following since January of 23. I remember we touched in March, touched in June, um, and fell through it here in August. And we struggled to get back above it here, consolidating below it, and just broke back through. Um, and another time, early in a video, just a few videos ago, maybe a week ago, a few days ago, he was talking about the Bitcoin dominance in a very similar fashion, the way I talk about it. But no, I don't think he's watching my videos. But it's really refreshing to see others um, see things the way you do. Because I see a lot of people that don't. That's why I like Tyler. Um, so, moving on here. Yes, we have broken back above the blue channel, and as I've often my theory is we have various channels that we travel in throughout the course of Bitcoin's price action, and we are transitioning from the white channel to the green channel to the blue channel. Um, and right here, we will be breaking out at the top of the white channel and the green channel. So this is why this is a struggle here. We're having kind of a little bit of a whatever. God, I'm so bad with my words. It's like pictures. I just look at the pictures. I don't look at the words. But what you will notice here, if we zoom in, what are we doing? You see the blue dashed line that we are snaking about here. Well, what is that blue dashed line? This is why channels are important. Now, I've redrawn it from a different chart, but this blue dashed line was a trend line we were following way back here since we bounced off of this white line here. No, we didn't really bounce off the white line. We bounced off of a. Do I have one up here? I don't have it up here. Anyway, it's the green channel, but shifted slightly upwards. Imagine this green line move. I'm not going to move it right now, but if it were up here, that's where we bounced off of the green channel. um. Anyway, so this blue line we've been snaking about since back here in the end of September. And what that really is it's an orange parallel channel. And what's interesting is the slope of that channel is the same as the slope if we zoom out of our Bitcoin's parabolic run channel. This broader orange channel here represents. I have to switch to a weekly. It's going to be a few more lines here. Just for a second. It's the parabolic run channel that Bitcoin has every cycle. Here, 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 and so on and so forth back there. So we are following the same slope as the parabolic run. Now, do I believe have started the parabolic run? No, I don't. I think that's coming. It's about 7 or 8 months away. But that doesn't. However, the moves we're making signify how we'll be moving in during the parabolic run. What I do think, though, is that we are correcting from this dump that we had here back up into the blue channel, and we're using a slope similar to what we will use later on when we do make that parabolic run. So breaking back into the blue channel here, a lot of people are trying to guesstimate what our next move is. Our next move is to the center line of the blue channel. Where is that at? About 42,000. So that's our next move. And to wonder what our next move is, it's important to look at how we moved in the past. We've traveled throughout this parabolic channel. That's what Tyler was saying. He was talking about back here. Now, he didn't have a channel, but he's like, well, when we bounced off this trend line, we made these big moves upwards. Bounce off the trend line, big move upward. Bounce off the trend line, big move upwards. That's what he was saying. But we were simply traveling within this channel. So yes, we broke it into this trend line. Big move upwards to where? 42,000, maybe 43. And that's consistent if you look back here with this high right here. Yeah, so this makes perfect sense. You can see where we have consistency with the previous highs and lows. So 42 to 43 and 38. This is it's not hard to guesstimate that we would trade in this range. So I think that's what we'll see here. Come up to about 43 in the next week, actually. Next week. Here's the vertical line is the CPI data release. We'll have the PPI numbers coming out as well. And as long as they're not horrific, then we will be heading up to 42, 43 next week. That's why we're seeing so much strength currently in Bitcoin. And that would also be the top range of this steeper channel that we're trading in. Now, as you see right here, we didn't come up to the top of that channel. So coming up here makes a lot of sense that we would stop about there, about 43. Yeah, so not 42, around 43, give or take. And then maybe a little consolidation here. Kind of similar to what my green line's doing, although that's really sloppy. That's just a little squiggle I made, but price action should do something like this. Trade around in the bottom portion of this range, then bust back up into the upper portion. Probably a little bit sooner than what this is showing. This is showing it busting back up not till late January. Probably back here. Actually, let's erase this line. Let's make a better squiggly line. So coming up here, You know what? Let's erase that. Let's do this a little bit better. Where's the end of December? Right there. Hey, what are we doing? I want to do that. That's what I want to do. So come up here. No, I have such a hard time drawing because I'm trying to look at the time too. Come up here. Because now here we want to head down into the halving right there. There we go. That's a little bit better of a line, I think. Although, you know what the problem is here? This thing is way over there like that. There we go. Although I didn't quite get it to the top of the channel here. Oops, I'm still drawing. I don't want to be drawing. Give me my cursor back. I didn't quite get it to the top of the channel. Oh, which is interesting. If we did hit that, that's about 58,000, 59,000. Huh. I'm liking how I'm seeing these channels interact. Possibly we do come up and start and keep following the orange channel. Bust out a little bit more here. You know what? Let's redraw this. We're redrawing this live. So, stop that. What are you doing? I don't want you. Come on. Because actually, I think we should keep following this orange channel. Something like that. That makes a lot more sense. We continue upwards in this orange channel, bust back down into the blue channel, out of the orange one, back into the blue one right here, late January. Come back down as we head into the halving event right here. Now, yeah, probably see a little pullback into the end of December as people take profits. Maybe not come up as high here. Probably a little bit lower right here. Would people be taking profits? No, because they're not really they wouldn't have any losses to take. I don't think. I don't know. We'll see. I'm getting off topic here, but I think I like that line. That's a very nice line. So, uh, yeah, look at us following here. Yeah, Bitcoin's trading at 37,177 right now. That's nice. Our daily candle's a little bit red. It's a weekend, so we're not dumping. That's good. Did come down a little bit. So there you have that. Let's stop and look at our. Sorry, that was a little bit slower and more drawn out than I intended. Um, but remember, you can always adjust the playback speed. Somewhere up here, there's a wheel that looks similar to this, where your settings, the settings wheel. Click on that, and you'll see a pop-up that has playback speed. Put that on about 1.5, and I will sound like almost like a normal person, and these videos will be more bearable. Um, so let's take a look real quickly at the because I had noticed that the crypto market cap initially took a dump heading into the weekend, but look at this. It's up 1.5%. That is freaking great. It's not stopping. But that is, you know what? I'm on the wrong chart to be looking at this. We need to look over here. Where are we? Crypto market cap. It's up here. Oh, I don't need the Gaussian channel on. Let's get rid of all these guys. We are on a weekly time frame. But yeah, it makes a lot of sense that we are continuing to move upwards dramatically here in the crypto market cap because we are coming off this inverse head and shoulders pattern. Broke through the neckline right here. This I've been talking about this for the past since way back here. And I seem to have lost my bottom portion of my cursor, my vertical portion of my cursor for some reason. Whatever date this was, 6 months ago. And here we broke out of the neckline and are skyrocketing upwards to this target up here at around 560 billion. So we're headed up this way. Don't expect us to stop anytime soon. And probably I see this parallel channel here. This is 2023. Yeah, we will be correcting back up into this channel. So, and this is right on the center line. So look for us to keep coming up here and maybe some, maybe a little consolidation once we get to the bottom of this channel. Looks like around, I don't have my vertical cursor. I can't see the dates. So, yeah, that would make sense because right here, as we enter the channel, we are also testing these previous high levels here. So I imagine that once we break back into this channel in a couple weeks, next week or the following, that we do a little sideways action here and then bust back up to the center line of the channel. See if that can ties in with anything over here. Not really. Probably we'll move all the way up to this dotted line around 608. Yeah, that makes sense. So a little consolidation here around 460 or so before another move upwards. I wish I could see the dates here to around 560 to 600 range. Probably some consolidation around there. Probably make a little triangular formation there, a little triangular formation here. Things are looking good, folks. Now I want to get to look at. I just hadn't really intended on looking at the crypto market cap, but boy, it's looking good. And see what we is going on with render. Now, I just want to point this out because I made this chart a long time ago. I drew these parallel channels a long time ago, back when in earlier last year, like 7 months ago. Um, yeah, 6, 7, 8 months ago, and yeah. So let's see what I predicted. I predicted render would keep going up here, and what happened? It didn't go up there. You can see it's not up here, but it did start going up there. It wicked up to these areas, but then didn't come all the way up to the top of this channel or this red channel. Kind of lost it here in May, which makes sense. Here we tend to see our highs in April's and November's and or October's, and tend to fall off in May and stuff like that. So yeah, we did fall off here. Traded along the center line of our overall channel for a little bit, and then fell back down to the bottom of our red channel that we had made. I hadn't been really paying much attention to render after this point, I don't think. But look, we came right down to our the bottom of our red channel. Oh, I must have been paying some attention because I drew these. This is the daily Gaussian channel lines right there. That's when I started paying attention again, I think, when it hit down here. And we were looking for a bounce back up through the daily and the weekly Gaussian channel. Where is the weekly? Oh, look at that. Yeah. So we busted out of the weekly here, came back down, wicked right down to retest it. See how this all plays out? And where did we wick right down to retest it? Right around where it interacted with the bottom of our channel and are shooting back upwards now. This is looking really, really good because we retest here. We are bouncing. We're bouncing up to the center, at least to the center line here at around $4.30. I'm telling you, the entire market is looking great. So, yeah, we're at 250 now. We're going to keep going up to the center line of this channel. Maybe not straight up, but this month, possibly about around 450. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm in awe. Solana. I saw someone else talking about. Oh, it was Crown. Crown was talking about Solana. What was he saying? But yeah, this Solana channel I drew a long time ago too. Well, I drew the red overall red trend channel months and months ago, and well, you see some other white lines there too. So I'll show you what those are in a second. But I've added this more narrow channel, which is perfectly parallel to this one, and because the reason I did that because I saw Solana coming up to the center line here, but you can see it's at 61. It's gone up another 10% almost today. And so it's gone through the center line of this channel. It didn't here. It hit it and got rejected. Um, so since it did go through the center line here, I'm thinking it's got a little bit more. I don't think it's going to go all the way to the top of the channel right now. Top of the channel would be up around $200. I just don't see it doing a 3x before the end of the year. Maybe it does. I don't. However, it would make sense that it goes to the top of a much smaller channel, trading outside. A lot of times, uh, assets will trade about the center line, a little bit above it, like that. And so this center line, I mean, the channel hits this point right here where we came down to, and actually, what I had was just a trend line drawn right here below here. I didn't have another trend line up here. I had a trend line connecting this point and this point and this point, and I turned it into a channel. And when I did that, I found that it happened to coincide with this point here, and it makes sense. So I do believe Solana has a little bit more oomph in it to get up to around $80. Um, and maybe not straight up to 80. Maybe we start curving off a little bit here. It gets up to 80 by the end of the month, maybe 84, and a little consolidation here. So just stuff I'm looking at. Oh, and let's zoom out a little bit more. I did say I wanted to look at that. So the white channel represents maybe a view on as we look at the greater scheme of things. If I can move all this stuff. Let's get rid of this. We don't need this over here. God, I can't move these things properly. So we're all super zoomed in here, but when you zoom out and look at the grander picture, so Solana comes up here, consolidates a little more, but Solana is moving upwards. This is the bear market. This is the bull market. We're moving upwards in this channel. Probably going to continue onwards in the upper portion of the red channel as we head up to here. Now here, this is way out, and I mean we're zoomed out. So when I move to the right a little bit, we're going through weeks and months rather quickly. By the end of 2024, I believe that we will see three highs this cycle, similar to here. Maybe let's see when we did have these. Yeah, April, May of 21, October, November of 21, and then again in April. So I do see that we will have three peaks this cycle. One starting, however, in November of 20. No, November of 24. Where's November? There we go. Right around here. I think we'll see a peak probably here. Probably around $500 for Solana. And then a pullback. I don't know how far that pullback will be, but then in April, May, probably that's where we hit the top of the white channel at around $1,000 for Solana. And I've heard predictions that even go higher than that, so maybe we bust out. It's not entirely impossible that we bust out a little bit out of these channels. and then we dump, and then another high in May of 25, April, May of 25. This is so close together, it's hard to. Let's look at. No, let's just put X's there. November 24. And May 25. And yeah, yeah, a lot of people are thinking our parabolic run is going to be is going to. I hear a lot of people saying 2025 is going to. People don't know what they're talking about, really. I see us falling off in 2025. So, do we come back all the way up here? Maybe. This is so far out there. Well, I started getting way too far out there in the future. So, I want to before we go, I want to point out here on my homepage, on my YouTube homepage, I have a link to Alto Ira. I have an Alto Ira account. I hear they are not a sponsor of the channel. I don't get any money from them. I like them, and I hear a lot of on every other channel. I hear them showing this POS other Ira company uh, that I had a horrible experience with and got absolutely no customer service. They apparently think they can treat their customers like shit. And I don't put up with that. So I Googled crypto iras and found out, you know what, they're not, it's not like they're the IRA. Um, Alto IRA is a great company. I've had no problems with them whatsoever. And, and my crypto is sitting in there and I'm able to trade it. They use Coinbase as their custody company, and you do trading through Coinbase, so you have all the tokens available to you that are on Coinbase, and yeah, very very happy with them, and my IRA account is very very happy, and I haven't traded, I haven't done any trading with any of my crypto. I'm just accumulating and holding. I'm not a trader. Well, I'm not like you know I'm not a trader. Not at this point. I'm a conservative crypto investor. Um, and I intend to sell in maybe about a year. I'll start selling some of my stuff. And I'm not smart enough to try to time the highs and lows right now. And I, to be honest, I don't want to, you know, I've kind of chased, you know what we do, chase stocks that are moving or whatever, and just done everything backwards. And I know there's a potential to make a lot of money here in the next year if I'm just patient and wait it out, and I'm not going to try to outsmart the market. Um, Maybe after I make millions, I will have a portion of my money that I attempt to do that with, but not right now. But with this account, I am able to trade tax free. So I might, like in January, I expect Bitcoin to run up to about 60,000 and give or take 58 to 62,000, and then pull back to 48 at the halving event. Now, I may take advantage of that with this account since it's tax free and I don't have to worry about it to try to accumulate more Bitcoin and maybe Solana or something like that. Um, but we'll just have to see how I feel about the market at that point. And another thing is can I move stuff? Is that I do have, I don't know what this for you crap is. I don't want people to think, I don't want a machine to tell me what they think I should be looking at. I wonder if that's just on, I hope you don't see that when you go to my page. But we have the crypto essentials section here where I put videos that are not the typical daily market analysis stuff. They're like Bitcoin CME futures gap myth debunked. Things that are fundamental to my views about the market and charting and stuff like that. Crypto market channel theory. Bitcoin bull market dominance is a lie, and Bitcoin channel theory. So those are all good videos to look at. If you want to understand fundamentals to how I'm looking at the market. All right, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.